The exhibition is called Imagined Realities. It is essentially abstract photography inspired by architecture. It's like an exercise where I try to explore how the three-dimensional space can be compressed and flattened into an abstract graphic image. As an architect, I find the relation between architecture and photography interesting. Both have light and shadow as the fundamental language. I started photography really because I thought it could be another way to read architecture. When I look through the lens, I tend to look for a geometric relationship between objects and try to make a meaningful and interesting composition out of the everyday reality. The initial idea came to me in 2015 when I visited Maison de la Roche and Villa Savoye, two very important works of an modernist architect called Le Corbusier, who himself was also an artist. When I was there, I felt as if I was walking inside a modernist painting. At that moment, I had an idea. If architecture could be inspired by paintings, can I take photos of architecture that look like a modernist painting? So I became interested in the reversibility of the creative process. I thought maybe it can happen in both directions. First, from abstract to realistic, and then from the physical dimension back to a two-dimensional representation. This is really the first photo that struck me as an abstraction. It was taken at the swimming pool near Lisbon, designed by a very well-known Portuguese architect named Cafe Zarah. It's really just about two sides of wall and a cantilever above. It was a bright sunny day in April and the shadows cast by these structures were striking. So I decided to take a photo of it, and in the photo it suddenly became another dimension. All the shadows were fused with each other, creating a very strong graphical presence that dominates the image. So the shadow, something that is supposed to be light and non-existent, becomes very heavy and solid, while the solid wall here became light, white, and almost non-existent. So I guess this is what gives the photograph an abstract quality. Some people think photography is easy and effortless compared to other art like sculpture. I don't quite agree. What fascinates me about photography is how it can represent and present the world in some surprising way. We live in this world that is neutral by itself. By giving it photographic character, we are able to see the world differently. A photograph also carries emotions and is able to communicate with the audience. It is empathetic. That's why for me photography can be as powerful as other art forms. It expresses itself as an independent creation and curates how the reality can be seen and felt.